Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about the 5 main things you need to worry about being configured a certain way in your Zoom settings. So I'm logged into my Zoom account. Please don't use your app for this. You want to be on the web portal at zoom.us. And I am in my account and I'm on the settings tab. So that's where we're going to start. And you might notice there are so many settings for meetings that they actually have like these little sub tabs, and I might use them to help us navigate through them because there's quite a few. So as we're starting at the very top with schedule meeting, we want to scroll down, I think, to about the 4th option, and that is join before host. And you want to make sure that that is turned off, it's toggled off. Google Meet actually has had quite a few issues with this because students were getting in before the teacher was there, and there were, of course, some shenanigans going on that we don't want to have going on. So please make sure that that is turned off. And I'm going to scroll down just a little bit. There's a lot of passwords, but we're going to go to this one. Where is it? Require a password when scheduling new meetings. So that's always a good idea. And we're going to toggle that on. That means your participants will have to enter a password in order to go into your meeting. That is one way to help include your security. The next thing is really not a security issue, but muting your participants on entry is something that is really, really good, because that way then you don't have background noise that disrupts the rest of the people in your Zoom meeting by somebody's background noise. So they can always mute themselves if you allow them to, but you want to probably start with everybody muted. Now we're going into in-meeting basic settings, and I can see that my next one that I want to talk about is right here under the chat. I also prevent my participants from saving the chat. I just don't think that's okay. But this private chat, I think you want to turn that and make sure that it is off, because it's fine if you are working with colleagues and other teachers, but I think for students we definitely want to have that off. So that is yet another thing that we want. And then the next one we have, I know, is all the way down in meeting advanced, and it's pretty far down. So I'm going to go ahead and click in meeting advanced and go to that. So now we're in meeting advanced, and we're going to scroll all the way down, and we're going to go to the waiting room. And I'm a big fan of the waiting room. I like it being turned on. So this is another security feature for you, where everyone goes in the waiting room and you allow them in as you see them. If you don't like the waiting room, another way to ensure the safety of your Zoom is to, when you're creating the individuals and scheduling the individual meeting, you have the opportunity to require registration. So if you do that, that's also another way to do that. So now I'm going to go back up to the top, because the last setting is really, really, really critical. We have been advised by our attorney that we are not to record any Zoom meetings, and that is to not get into trouble for recording minors under the age of 18. So we were in the meeting tab automatically, but there's a recording tab here at the top in the settings where we've been all along, and I'm going to click on it. And this is super simple. Turn everything off. I think I have one thing on, and what is that? Okay, it doesn't matter because we don't do cloud recordings, but just turn everything off, and that way neither you, and I believe also neither can your students, have the opportunity to record the session. And just an FYI, there is a disclaimer that the district does want us to put out there when we start every meeting. So I have that in. I have put that in the email, and I also have that in several support documents. So hopefully this helps you kind of get ready and feel comfortable that your Zoom meeting is going to be secure.